I'm gonna be honest, some of these pros and cons you guys are not going to guess. You are not going to even, I'm sure not even gonna be thinking about it till I brought it up. So if you guys have any other pros, cons, let me know in the comment box down below. So yeah, let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I kind of feel like it's been a while since I've been on here, which I guess it has been. Real quick if you're out the loop, and I'm wondering if I should make a video on it as to why. I don't know. Anyways, long story short, I pretty much like quit being a influencer. I was gonna say YouTuber, but I'm still planning on making videos, but today's video is going to be the pros and cons about having long curly hair. If you're looking at me and you're like, girl, your hair is not long, I used to have long curly hair. It used to be butt length. It used to reach down to my butt. And if you don't believe me, good thing about YouTube is you can go back and check out all of my videos. And then I know my next frequently asked question is, how did I grow my hair that long? I will link a playlist at the bottom in the description box of all my hair growth videos. I get asked a lot about how I grew my hair out really long, but I've made a ton of videos on it, so you guys can check those out. But if you'd like to know the pros and cons from my perspective on having long curly hair, then continue to watch. I'm gonna do the cons first because I'm the type of person, I prefer to hear the bad news and then the good news, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to start out with the cons, and I actually have some that kind of fit in the middle that I feel like, well, that are just in the middle, I guess. First one that I have written down here is one con of having long hair is the detangling time. Honestly, when I had long hair, the detangling took me forever. Even though I had my flexi brush. If you guys don't know what that is, I use that all the time to detangle. It's my favorite detangling brush, period. I've not found a better detangling brush than that brush right there. Works so well. It definitely helped me tremendously. Like if I had to grow my hair out long, I'm still using that detangling brush. It's amazing. But obviously detangling took so long compared to what it is now. Now detangling takes me literally a few minutes. It's so fast now. This is probably the thing I'm most excited about, is I don't dread wash day anymore because wash day is not a chore. It doesn't take me all day to wash my hair. It's so quick now. It's so easy. I'm obsessed. Okay, so next I think is something people don't really take into consideration, and that is your hairstyling is very limited when you have long hair. For instance, the wigs. As you guys can see, I have a wig in the background, my blonde wig. If you don't know, I've been wearing that. It's over on Instagram. I love it. It's a bomb. That wig right there. It was real cheap on Amazon too. But anyways, with having long hair, it's harder to hide up if you want to do wigs. Protective styling is a little bit more difficult because you have so much hair. For instance, I have never professionally got my hair braided or locked or anything because I just know how expensive it's going to be because my hair is down to my butt. Also, I know you guys noticed I really didn't do very much with my hair. Now I'm doing a lot with my hair, but even just doing the Dutch style braids or something very simple is very hard when you have long hair. Especially just braiding my hair down to my head, it would take so long. It just wasn't really worth it for me. Oh, and another thing, and this is also what I'm really excited to try, is curl formers and flexi rods. Those things were kind of like almost impossible for me because I couldn't find any type of tool that was long enough. Does that make sense? Now, the other thing with having long hair is the definition and volume conflict. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie. It's not really an issue anymore for me with having short hair. My curls are super defined. Honestly, I can fluff out the roots and still have defined curls. I'm sorry. I don't feel like you gotta pick definition or volume with having shorter hair. It's a lot easier. If you were to have long hair, I always opted for definition because having long hair, the weight of my hair really stretched out my curls and I really struggled with getting definition. Also, volume really wasn't an issue with long hair, like with it being too big. My hair would always tend to lay flatter because it was heavier. So that leads me to my last point, and that is the weight of my hair. You guys, my hair was so heavy. That's another reason why I didn't do top knot buns very often. I didn't do slick back high ponytails. it was just not an option. My hair was so heavy, and I don't think I realized it, how ridiculously heavy it was, until I chopped it all off. Now I can do a ponytail, I can do a bun, I can do whatever the heck I want, and I'm not getting a headache. I'm not. It's just almost dumb, the amount of pain I had with having long hair. Now next, the ones that are gonna go in the middle, because these are things I'm not too sure about or I think might be the same. So the first one is the number of wash days I can get, because I'm finding with having shorter hair, my hair is definitely a lot more defined, but I'm finding that the longer my wash days go, it'll start looking like really frizzy earlier, where when I had long hair, I probably can get away with it being longer with the wash days. But the thing is, I had to wash my hair sooner with having long hair because my hair would get dry, tangled, and dehydrated. So that's why I had to wash it more often with it longer, if that makes sense. Next is the amount of product. I'm sure you guys thought that this would go in the cons. Technically, I'm finding that yes, I used a ton of product with my hair when it was longer because I just had more hair. But I'm kind of more heavy-handed now, so I can get cute, defined curls like this. So I kind of thought I wouldn't need that much product, but I still do, because if I don't use a lot of product, my wash days won't last long and my curls will just be frizzy, and I personally really like defined curls. This is day one actually, and it's slightly damp still, so it's not at its like full potential. Obviously the pros, I feel like this is kind of just the big one, is if you have reached a goal, like if you really wanted to just have long hair, that's a pro. If you are able to grow long hair, if you're able to get long hair, that's a pro in itself, right? Like if you were growing your hair out for a few years and having long hair is your goal, that's a pro. Just the fact of having long hair, right? I feel like we all want long hair, but what are the pros of having long hair? You know? I've kind of struggled with this one because I don't feel like I have that many pros of having long hair besides the fact that you just have long hair. One thing I noticed, and I'm noticing it now that my hair is shorter, I can get away with using a bad wash and go with having long hair. Let's say I use a product and it doesn't work that well in my long hair. I'm kind of good because one, normally with having long hair, your hair will weigh down a little bit more. So if it looks that bad, it kind of looks like an overall look. Does that make sense? Because your hair is heavier. I kind of also found with just having the longer hair that like if it looks bad, overall, I can make it look like a cohesive look, right? But with it shorter, and I'm finding like, okay, some products don't look good, I'm just a frizzy mess. Like if it's long and frizzy, I feel like it could be a look, right? But if it's short and it looks crazy, like it's harder to hide. So I'm finding, you guys, I'm honestly finding, and I feel like I need to do some different videos here. Let me know what you think. Some of my faves don't work as well anymore. I feel like they worked really well because my hair was longer. So I was able to kind of like, I don't know, finesse it. But now it's like, no, I want my products to work and I need a longer wash day. So I don't know, I hope I'm making sense. I really hope I'm making sense. But those were some like pros, cons, and things in the middle that I have. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and your opinions. If you have any other tips on or any other like pros or cons that I've skipped out on, or some things that you have experienced, I would love to know. And I wanted to share with you guys what's in my hair today. Speaking of products and everything, I've already done a video on these, but you guys know things are looking different now that my hair is shorter. So I used the Cream of Nature Curl Repair Leave-In along with their Hydrating Curling Cream. Both drugstore affordable products. They are creams, great for the winter when things are a little bit drier. These ones are easily available, hopefully, to you. This is the coconut milk line too, so it's giving me these super defined, gorgeous, ringlety, shiny curls. I love the way that this left my hair. Again, this is day one, so my hair is probably going to get a little bit more volume tomorrow, which I'm excited about because this is the first time I've used this product on my short hair and it's a go. Like I'm gonna use it again. Another thing, you guys, these are from my accessory boutique Lexa collection. I am selling these if you guys would like to check them out. But yeah, I think this was a pretty cool video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if there is any other questions, video requests, anything, let me know in the comments down below. I love reading your guys' comments. I appreciate the love and support, especially on my new life journey. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.